Hello, you guys. Welcome to KLZ Method. This is the grounding class. So what I want you to do to start is to bring your feet right under your hips. And then I want you to rock forward and rock back. Rock forward, rock back. Yeah, find the edges of it. Find the extreme edges where it's too far. And then I want you to rock over to the side, over to the right side, over to the left, over to the right. And the whole time that you're doing this, I want you to really get a feel for where your weight is distributing on the bottom of your foot. Your left side, your right side, the front, and the back. So then make some circles around or rock in and out, however you feel like you can really activate the soles of your feet, okay? And when you're ready then, feet are right under your hips, lift up your toes, and really connect in with the front ball of your foot on the inside, ball of the foot on the outside, heel of the foot outside, heel of the foot inside, okay? Those four corners. Close your eyes, bring the hands alongside the body or to heart center. And just take an inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. Connecting in, keep the toes lifted. And we'll come into our Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. So closing the eyes, feeling the feet connected into the ground like you are being plugged into the wall, like your feet are an outlet that's being plugged into the earth, okay? Long inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. One more the same way, inhaling in, exhaling all the way out. Toes are still lifted. Inhaling in to tune in. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhaling in, squeezing the glutes, pulling the abs back, lifting the heart, dropping the shoulders. Toes are still lifted and you almost feel those feet screwing outward. Squeeze, 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 squeeze the entire body, squeeze. And then exhaling out, slowly bring the toes to the floor, keeping the eyes closed, hands at heart center. Really connect into that energy that you've created. Just from this very, very first subtle shift in taking deep breaths and moving with intention, we already connect back into the body. Holding your body straight, so lifting the heart up, dropping the shoulders, feeling the neck get a little bit of length. Really feel like that Adi mantra that we just called in that energy. We just connected into that golden chain of teachers. We connected into our highest self. We connected into ourselves as our own guru. Feel that flow really just pour down over our body. Long, deep, slow breaths, really coming into connection with your breathing. Start to really listen to the breath, noticing if you're inhaling longer than exhaling or the reverse. Noticing the pauses between the exhale and inhale and the pauses between the inhale and exhale. Taking 2 more breaths here, really connecting into your intention. Without thinking, without figuring, without planning, without remembering. Anything that you had planned earlier, anything that you thought through, just allow it to show itself. And it's okay, even if it doesn't pop in, just make space. Maybe it will drop in the middle of class or after class or tomorrow. Last breath. We're really just connecting in, saying to our guides, we're here, we are listening, we are opening the channels of our body to really connect in to that true source, to our true essence, to our Satnam. All right, slowly opening the eyes. Hands come alongside the body. Woo! And if you need to just move around a little bit, just to shake off any energy, we're going to get into a nice grounding yoga class. We'll come to the front of the mat. And the toes are lifted again. So I love doing this toes lifted thing whenever we're coming in to just connect. Toes are lifted, feet are right under the hips. And we're going to just start using that same breath that we just had to inhale the arms up. And exhale the arms back to heart center. So not even anything different than what we were doing just a moment ago, except for we've changed to the front of our mat. Keeping that breath moving, connecting back in. If you need to hold still for a second and not move the body and just listen back to the breath, take that time. And then as your inhale moves, it brings your arms up. It's not the arms that are moving the body. It is the breath that's moving the body. We let that be our spirit leading us rather than our body leading our spirit. And then we're going to inhale the arms up on your next inhale. Squeezing the glutes, lifting the heart, dropping the shoulders. We'll exhale into a forward fold. Inhaling, bending the knees, slowly rounding back up the spine, back to standing, arms come all the way up. And we'll exhale right back into another forward fold. Bending the knees, rolling up through the spine, back up. We've got two more. Exhaling forward. Inhaling back to standing. Last one, exhaling forward. Inhaling back up. Squeezing the glutes, lifting the heart, reaching back just a little bit. Reach, reach, reach. Exhaling forward fold. And we'll hang out here just for a second. You can walk the feet just to stretch the back of the legs. Bringing the hands to the floor, or if you want to use a block under your hands just to support. And we'll bring the feet all the way close in so that they're touching. Bend the knees like we're sitting in a chair and swoop the arms forward. We're coming up into chair pose. Inhaling up, exhaling back into forward fold. Inhaling all the way to standing. Exhaling back to forward fold. Inhaling up to chair, knees pressed together, feet are connected. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling up, all the way to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up into chair, swooping the arms forward. Knees are connected, reaching the arms up, and we're going to hold here. 3 good breaths. Nice long breaths. Each inhale, reaching the arms up, straightening the arms. Each exhale, sitting down a little bit lower, pressing the knees together. 1 more breath, nice and long. Don't bail. Your body's strong. Your body can hold these. It's our minds we have to develop. Next, inhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Taking a couple breaths here. just starting to wake up the body. We'll bring the left foot back on an inhale into warrior. So the heels are on the same line and the toes are out. The toes are out 45 degrees. The toes are out 45 degrees, coming all the way up, reaching the arms up, connecting the hands, squeezing and sinking down into that warrior one. Just one good breath here. Hips are aimed straight away. So we're not turned to warrior two, we're turned to warrior one. One more good breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, hold. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot comes forward into a forward fold. Same thing on the other side. Right foot comes back this time, swooping the arms all the way up, straight up, connecting, exhaling down into that pose. Inhale, squeeze the arms alongside the head, straightening them, reaching them up, exhaling, sinking down low. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Neck and head drop. And then inhaling the left foot back into that warrior one pose all the way up, holding here, and then turning 90 degrees to your left into warrior two. Yeah. So the feet are in that same position. Arms are stretching straight out. We're going to sink down into that right leg. Long inhales, long exhales. Gaze can be straight ahead. Or if you have any neck tightness, just keep the head over the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Yeah. And then bring the right elbow to the right knee, reaching the left hand up. The gaze can be at the floor, or we can look up. Taking 2 breaths here. Swimming that left hand back to the floor. Left foot comes forward. We're into a forward fold again. So many forward folds in this practice. Stretching the back of the leg. Letting that energy run down. Connecting the legs. Connecting the body through the legs into the earth. Re-grounding. Inhaling, the right foot goes back all the way up into warrior one. Hands connect, reaching up, sinking into that warrior one, just for 1 inhale, and then exhale into warrior two. Nice long breaths. This left leg is reaching back towards you guys, so your left leg is reaching away from the direction you're facing. Left elbow comes to left knee, right hand reaches up. Take 2 breaths here, sinking into that left leg. Gaze can be at the floor, or it can be straight up. Swimming all the way forward, back into a forward fold. Stretching the lower back. Clasping the opposite elbow. Hanging out, just letting the whole body drop. Lengthening the back of the legs. And then we'll reach the left leg back, coming all the way up into a lunge. Arms are shooting straight up. You can connect if you like, or you can leave them shoulder width apart. Taking an inhale up, exhaling, sinking down. Inhale up, exhale, sink down. Inhale up, sinking down. Last one. Holding here. Right knee is shooting straight forward. That left heel is shooting straight back. Hold, hold, hold. Long, deep breaths. Sink a little lower and bring the hands to the floor. Coming back into a plank pose. Holding plank, feeling that connection with the earth. Nice strong body. Nice strong body. And then lower down. We'll come into one cobra or up dog. Hands lift an inch up, and I want you just to lift up with your body. And then put the hands on the ground. Elbows are alongside the body, and we only lift ourselves another inch higher. This is just a way to protect your lower back. Squeeze this glute, squeeze the glutes. Lift the heart. Curling the toes under, all the way back into a down dog. Walking the heels, our first down dog of class. Long inhales, long exhales. And then inhaling, bringing that left foot forward, coming into a lunge on this side. Arms all the way up. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Coming up, coming down. Two more. Exhale down. Last one, coming up, exhaling down, holding here. 3 breaths, tuning into your breath. When your body wants to bail, listen to your breath, take it deeper. You're capable of so much. There's so much strength in that breath. Last inhale. Hands come to the floor. In front of you, come into a forward fold. Drop the head. Long inhale in through the nose, long exhale out through the mouth. And inhaling, this time bringing that left leg back. If you want to put a cushion under your knee to protect your knee, it's always a good idea. Coming up onto your knee, and we're going to hold here. We're going to really stretch. We've warmed up the legs a little bit, so now we're going to get into a little more. I like to do like a little bit of a massage almost to the legs as you're first getting into them. Inhaling, exhaling. Finally coming into that stretch. And closing the eyes, bringing the left hand to the left hip. And connecting in. Inhaling, coming back up. Coming back onto that knee, pulling the right toe back. So a nice long stretch for the back of the leg. pulling the toes toward the chest. Exhaling, pushing the heel away. And if you need blocks, you can use your blocks here or here, however you need to use them. Heart is reaching toward the ankle. So the ankle and the toes and the heart are really trying to connect. 3 more breaths. 3 more breaths there, closing the eyes. It's not the head that's moving towards the toes, it's the heart. Inhaling, coming up onto that front leg, and this time coming back to clasp the back leg. Using a block, using a strap. If you have a towel, you can wrap it around your ankle and then pull that ankle in. Coming into a stretch here, bringing that right knee forward. So opening the hips, stretching that quadricep. Your right hand can be on your right hand can be on the knee, or it can reach straight ahead. From here, if you'd like to take your right hand, you can reach your right hand back to clasp. If you're feeling wobbly, bring that right foot out to the right. Wider stance. One more breath, one good inhale. Exhale, bringing the hands back to the floor. Coming back onto that back leg, we're going to reach that. Coming back onto that back leg, we're going to bring that right foot forward a little bit, into a little bit of a split. So if you are great at splits, by all means, help yourself. If you're not good at splits, I'm with you, sisters. Okay, so wiggling that right foot forward slowly, using your blocks to keep you lifted so you're not collapsing. Heart's lifted. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Last breath. Lifting the heart. And then coming back over to the floor. Slowly bringing that right foot back. Yeah, the mat gets a little bit crumpled. And we're here just for a second, coming towards bringing the hand. Coming to bring. And then from here, bringing yourself closer to the elbows. So if you can't bring yourself all the way to the elbows, that's okay. Just bringing yourself onto your hands and bringing the chest towards the floor. That right knee is out to the side. Just one good breath here. And then we'll come up, walking that right foot back. We'll come back, curling the back toes under, lifting the left knee. And let's come back up into another lunge on this side. Hands can be on the knee. They can clasp behind the back. They can reach straight up. Yeah, this one felt pretty good, didn't it? Lift the heart, sink down into those hips. Sweeping the hands back across the back of the leg to the floor. Bring the left foot forward into a forward fold. Drop the head and neck. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. We'll do the same thing on the other side. time, the right foot will go straight back, bringing that cushion under the right knee and coming up into a lunge. Arms reach all the way up, shoulder width or clasp if you like. Pressing that left knee forward, lifting the heart. 3 good breaths. Right hand can come to the right hip just to connect into that right hip. And then coming back, lifting up the toes. Heart is pressing towards heart is pressing towards the ankle or the toes. We're pulling the toes back. Long inhales, you can feel that stretch, right? Gently letting the body calibrate to this pose. Acclimating to that stretch. Coming back forward, that foot's under the knee. We're bringing that right ankle back behind us to clasp. So the hands clasp around the right ankle. The left hand can be reaching straight ahead, or it can rest here. The shoulders are paired straight ahead with that wall straight ahead, so we're not turning the shoulders. 3 long breaths here. And then as you feel comfortable, bringing that left hand back to clasp the foot as well. Again, if you're wobbly, bring that left foot out to the side. So make it a stronger, wider base. 3 inhales here. Feels so good, right? And then bringing that right foot back to the floor. Any of these poses, feel free to take longer if you're feeling like you want to stay there longer. Pause the video. All right, back onto this right knee. We're going to scooch this left foot forward back into our pseudo splits. Well, they're pseudo splits for me. Maybe at home they're total splits for you. Use your blocks alongside that leg if you'd like to, pushing that left foot forward, and then the same way that we did in that runner stretch, drawing the toes back to the chest, keeping the heart lifted. So we're not hunching over here. We're really lifting up. You can still feel that stretch in the back of the leg. You can still feel that stretch in the quadricep in the back, the hamstring in the front. See if you can go a little deeper. Staying conscious of the upper body and how you're holding the upper body. Releasing tension, just letting the muscles do their job. We don't need to be like this. One more breath. Slowly coming back to the floor with the hands. That left foot scooches back, plowing over the mat. And then bring your left foot out a little bit to the left. So walk that out a little bit, and then just bringing the chest towards the floor. It's like a little bit of a happy baby pose. Nice long breaths here. Curling the right toes under, that back leg comes all the way forward to the front. Yeah, being a little careful with it as you come forward. Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Releasing, stretching the back of the legs. You can bring your hands under the feet. If that feels right, bringing the hands under the feet, dropping the head. Inhaling, bending the knees. Exhaling, straightening the legs. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. 3 more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Last one, really pressing the legs back towards that wall behind you. Exhale up. Hands come out from underneath the feet. Ooh, they are cooking, aren't they? Nice job, you guys. Slowly rounding up, back to standing. Hands come all the way up. Squeezing the glutes. Reaching the heart, reaching up with the hands, connecting the hands. Lifting into a little bit of a back bend. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. The arms are shooting straight up. We're pulling this fresh new energy down and we're grounding it all the way through the body. We are like that lightning rod. We are like that lightning rod at the top of a building. Reaching up, connecting into the ether, squeezing the glutes, lifting the heart. One more good breath here. Reaching up with the inhale. Exhaling, reaching a little further back. And then bringing the hands back to heart center. Connecting in with the legs, the energy of the legs. We've moved so many obstructions out from the muscles of the front of the legs and the muscles in the back of the legs. Lifting the heart, feeling that energy, feeling how grounded you are. If you want to lift up your toes for a second, squeezing the whole body, squeeze the glutes, lift the heart, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, bring the toes back to the floor. Feel that suction cup energy that your feet make, almost pulling up the grounding energy through the entire body. Almost visualizing a bubble suctioning it up through the soles of the feet. Slowly bringing the eyes back to the room, fluttering them open, keeping the gaze low. I almost don't want to step out of this place because it just feels so good. I feel like I've created like a little portal. All right. Okay, so coming into a few balancing poses. I love these balancing poses. This is a series that I love to do all the time. I do it on equinox or I'll do it on a solstice just to really connect to that earth energy. And what I love about it is that the leg that's holding the balance really connects down into the earth because all the weight is distributed there. So it's literally twice as much weight as it's used to. So that's all on this side. And then you come back to balance and you'll really feel just like that rush of energy. So finding a focal point anywhere in front of you. Probably not me because I might be bobbing around. So find something like if it's your water bottle or if it's a bed or if it's a windowsill. Just find one thing that's your drishti. All right? And once you start to focus on that, just bring yourself over to your right side. just bringing the weight over. So you're just not even lifting anything up yet, you're just bringing that weight over to the right side. And then as you bring the weight over, start to lift your heel, the ball of your foot coming up onto your toes, and feeling that energy in your foot, feeling that energy in the right side as you're starting to bring that weight over to that side. Lifting the left foot up, slowly, you can bring it to the inside of your calf, or you can bring it just to balance at your ankle. So you can hold here, the left foot pressing into the calf, or you can bring yourself here, just kind of balancing on the toes. Either are fine. That weight is still distributed into your right side. But if you want to, you can be on either of those two, or reach your left hand down and clasp that right leg into the tree pose. And then bringing the hands back to center. So wherever you are, really connect into your foot. Bring your whole mind into the sole of your foot. Yeah. Keep the breath moving, lift the heart. And then from here, you can bring the arms slowly up and then out. Heart is lifted, just like trees. We sometimes wave around in the breeze a little bit. It's all right. Shoulders are drawing down the back. Beautiful. Bringing the hands back to heart center and then clasping that knee. We'll pull that right knee into the chest. Chest is lifted. Shoulders are down, long breaths. Stand a little straighter in that left leg. And then from here, if you'd like to, take a break if you ever need to, of course, taking a break if you need to. But from here, if you'd like to, bring your right hand to the sole of the foot and start to extend that foot out in front of you. That same runner stretch that we just did. Heart's lifted, pressing the chest towards the toes. Slowly bringing that left ankle into the right hand. Yeah. Pressing that left knee down and back, opening up this hip area. Reaching the left hand up. Squeezing the glutes. And bringing yourself back to just a regular standing pose. Long inhale in through the nose, long exhale out through the mouth. Feeling that energy running through the body, noticing the difference between the left and the right side. Job. And then coming into the other side. So same thing, the other side. Whew, it's intense, right? So finding a focal point or a drishti, something to focus your eyes on, and then keeping your focus on that focal point will bring the right foot up to either balance that heel on the ankle or bringing that foot to the calf, the inner side of the calf. And holding here or reaching down with your right hand and coming to bring that right foot to plug into the inside of your thigh. So we don't want that foot to be pressing into the knee. We don't want our knees to move laterally. It's not a good idea. Long breaths here. Reaching the arms up and out. and feeling energy flowing through your arms like a highway, not like a back road, like not like this, where they're like going through all these windy, bumpy things. Really make your arms just have that flow of energy like a highway does. Long inhales, long exhales. Reaching the right hand down, bringing that right foot in front of the body into that runner's stretch. Yeah. Connecting with the sole of the left foot, using a strap here too if you want to. Bending that knee, bringing the right knee into the chest. Coming to standing, holding a wall if you need here. Long inhales, long exhales. And then bringing the left hand to grab the right ankle, turning that foot up, pressing that right knee back behind you. And then the right arm can reach up, opening that hip flexor. Slowly releasing the hands, bringing that right foot back to the floor. Hands come to heart center, closing the eyes. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Feeling that energy. Leg and foot. Slowly bringing your eyes back to the room, coming onto your mat for Savasana. Bringing the right knee into the chest, rolling to your left. And then coming onto the back, both knees to the chest. The right leg moves all the way straight out, and left knee pulls into the chest, rolling to the right. And then back onto the back. Both knees hugging closely to the body. Rocking side to side. And then bring your left leg all the way straight out. Bring your right leg all the way straight out. Both arms are alongside the body. And then squeezing the glutes, making fists with the hands, squeeze the legs, squeeze the entire body, lift up the head, open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Ah! Squeeze every part of the body. Ah! And then release. Exhaling out. Everything drops into the ground. Feeling this earth support us. right side. Taking your time to push back up into a seated position. You are connected. You are safe. You have everything you need. The hands come to heart center. Long inhale in through the nose. Sat Nam, my loves. Thank you for being with me today.